NHL 24 is just a couple weeks away, and today, I'm going to let you know exactly when you can get your hands on the game. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 different ways you can play NHL 24 when it releases this October. Now, the first way you can get your hands on NHL 24 at release is by, well, purchasing or pre-ordering the Standard Edition. The Standard Edition of NHL 24 releases on October 6, 2024, and by pre-ordering, you will get yourself a Hut Power-Up Icon Choice Pack and a World of Shell Battle Pass modifier. Now, if you're wondering what time exactly you'll be able to play this game, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Let me explain the other 2 ways of getting NHL 24. Now, of course, the second way of getting NHL 24 is by pre-ordering the X Factor edition of the game. By pre-ordering the X Factor edition of the game, you get all of these benefits, and right there, third down on the list, 3 days early access. That means instead of October 6th, if you pre-order the X Factor edition, you'll be able to play on October 3rd, 2023. The third way and most cost-effective way to play NHL 24 is by using your EA Play trial. EA Play costs $5 a month Canadian or $30 for the entire year. And if you have EA Play, you'll be able to play NHL 24 on October 3rd, 2023, just like the X Factor edition. However, you'll only have a 10-hour trial. This means if you're somebody who really doesn't care about Hockey Ultimate Team, but you want to play the game early, I would purchase the Standard Edition and use your EA Play trial for $5, play your 10 hours, and not spend all the extra money on getting the X Factor Edition. Now, it's a 10-hour trial, so from October 3rd to October 6th, you have 10 hours to play the game, or beyond that if you don't end up purchasing NHL 24. But doing this will allow you to test out the game, see what's new, and make a decision on if you want to actually purchase the game or not. So, normal release is October 6th, and the X Factor Edition is October 3rd, with the EA trial also being on October 3rd. Now, what time exactly does the game drop? And you see, in years past, it would be different for everyone, but this year, it looks like EA is changing things up. For Madden 24, the 3-day early access was supposed to be on August 15th. However, early access actually dropped at 8 p.m. Eastern on the 14th, 4 hours early in Eastern Standard Time. This also coming from Madden. According to scheduled release times on both the PlayStation and Microsoft stores, the game is set to launch at the same time worldwide. This means no blanket midnight release. Now, of course, if I get any more news or information regarding the release time of the game, I will let you guys know. When we're looking on the PS5 Store for NHL 24, the expected playable date is October 3rd, 2023 at 12 p.m., and this is Eastern Standard Time. However, I find it highly unlikely for it to actually drop at noon. I think this is more of just a placeholder time, and we will find out the actual release time sometime in the future. Now, the reason I think this may be a placeholder is because the Standard Edition is expected to drop on October 6, 2023, also at noon. Why would the Standard Edition come out at noon? That doesn't make any sense. This is definitely a placeholder in my opinion. Last year it dropped at 12 a.m. Eastern, so I'm going to say it's probably going to be around there. Now, it is also worth noting that the EA Play trial will start the same time as the X Factor Edition, and if you want to learn more about EA Play and NHL 24, just go to the website. Honestly, I think it's worth it. It's not sponsored in any way. I'm not sponsored to say any of this. I just feel like if you're playing Hockey Ultimate Team, if you're spending money on packs, or you want to play the game early, it just makes sense to get EA Play. Also, if you're on Xbox, the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate does give you EA Play for free with that subscription, so you may already have EA Play and not even know it. Now, obviously, I'm hopeful that NHL has the same release structure as Madden, meaning that we'd get to play the game even earlier, but it seems right now nobody actually has the answer. PlayStation says 12 noon, and I find that highly unlikely, but with EA switching up the way that they do release their games, it is technically possible. I just don't see it. So while I don't have the exact specific time for you today on when you're going to be able to play NHL 24, as soon as I do receive this information, as soon as I see this info anywhere, I will tell you ASAP. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you checking it out, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. And of course, when NHL 24 releases in 2 weeks, I'm going to be making so much content. I just can't wait for this game to drop. There's so much that I want to do. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Stay frosty.